Oh, he threw up a lot. He said, yeah, he heard you. Damn.
Yeah, still don't get it. I totally get it now. It's actually telling you not to eat any animal. Well, lamb is pretty good. But I do not eat it often. Yo, do y'all have like a regular cable provider? Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what my girl said.
Like one of my favorite shows that I was watching on my website for free. I guess like Tyler Perry caught on that people were actually watching it just for free. So now you can't find the rest of the season anywhere, like anywhere for free. And it's only if you have UC or like you pay $24 for. First of all, I just seen half of the season. Why would I pay $25 for like literally 5 episodes? So that way, or I have to pay, or I have to have like a regular cable. First of all, I thought it was gonna let me use my Xfinity login. No, no. Xfinity, out of all the fucking providers they have, Xfinity is not on there.
Mm-hmm.
So salty. I even signed up for a free trial for BT Plus because, first of all, I am black. I just never really looked into black entertainment TV. Like,
How can something as
I don't
beautiful as
find the
this
game and
die?
like
A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. The
playing
question is,
sports
for how
or
long?
nothing.
End is coming to the new world. The tribes
Like,
stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them
show
all
that's like black
down.
entertainment I actually want to
This
watch.
is a story
I
with an
can't watch
unusual beginning.
right?
So, let's expect an unusual... Welcome to Biomutant.
You don't deserve it. Give it. Give it.
Encode your DNA.
I wish I had a friend who had regular cable so I could just watch the show for free.
Define your genetic structure.
Hey, yo. Oh.
Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando, Deadeye, Commando, Cypher, Saboteur, Command, Deadeye. Deadeye chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and...
Can't believe you'd choose that thing!
That thing?
Better half!
The best end is the one you
Guess left can be right, sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wild... That'll teach him. Oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Slash and dash. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? Locked solid. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. The sound of spark. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short circuit. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. close encounter. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Woya lo ye mufurbo. Lo atolo matuluaba. Kotuvon ko ikobe. If ikobe. Ikantita de koyetu ko kutuvon poputore.
Had it not... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the... The nonos... You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but ask... One day... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. The tree started to... Records tell of the ruinous devastation that Toxin... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Put the water.
Out of date, says his friend.
Put the water.
The road ahead won't... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your... You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see...
I'm sorry, say. Over the Valasora Valas. Store sail the tow away. So deep.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right.
You don't have to be so...
Take it out now.
There's...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. victualled up your vitals. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Wishes...
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Geratna fal hutut mustugai la wude.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces... But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you.
What?
The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He has... Myriad if you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. The Sifu... Their kin. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Once seeing you, says all. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. You've already drained yourself. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Time is lost on this place. Let's see. As time passes, echoes of a long-lost past like whispers in the wind. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He thinks you should really know. Why not? He says that wasn't too bad, was it? But you need practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the... She'll see you at the village square. She said... Here's another familiar. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work one... You did well, but he can't help but wonder... It looks like she's starting to lose her. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants you to grow up and start. You've... They look... He wants to know who... She asks if you're hurt. If here's someone
over,
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He wishes that was true. He's cute.
Mashaku bestilka. Mashaku Hilsa Kalba.
He's looking. Your Muma says it's a... She says she... Your Muma says you did well to... Catchy. It's called an or... Your Muma says a rest and you... Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Whatever happens, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. What? To build? What to build? They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulks on the loose. Hot metal. You're harmed. First. Blasting everything to bits. It's starting to add up.